Our next guest is the star of the new show, The Rebel Billionaire, Branson's Quest for the Best over on Fox. And if the promos that are on that show are accurate, this is basically, this guy would be like what would happen if Donald Trump and Tony Hawk had a child. Please welcome Sir Richard Branson. What's going on?
What's going on?
It's good to have you here. Thank you for making time. You're a busy man.
So you...
If you weren't here right now, what would you be doing? Something kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I like a bit of adventures.
Yeah, I know that about you.
So don't like to sit still too long.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks very much.
See you later. There you go. Sir Richard Branson. You know, with the Sir thing, we've had a few nights on the show. They can get a little, you know, a little testy with the Sir thing. Should I refer to you as Sir Richard?
No, I think Richard would be much more pleasant and much easier.
It's pretty cool, though, right? Having being knighted, having a name like Sir.
Yeah, it's strange because I actually once brought out the Sex Pistols, "God Save the Queen," and so when she came to knight me 25 years later, I was wondering whether the sword, instead of touching, was just going to
slice your neck. The only time they ever call me Sir is when I'm passed out in a bar, and they go, "Excuse me, sir." Leave, sir.
It's
I mean, but I'm honored of it. I love it. I feel like a knight. Thank you very much. You have a reputation as being a bit of a wild man, but in understanding a little bit about your childhood, I think we might have your mother to blame for your behavior and how you are now, for the stuff that she used to do when you were young.
Yeah, I think she seemed to want to get rid of me somehow. I remember she would sort of dump me out of the car age 4 and tell me to make my own way home.
You said that, so let me just read it. Age 4, Mom would dump him out of the car. And what, like you had to sort of make your way back home?
She was trying to get me to stand on my own 2 feet, was her way of putting it. And today she would have been arrested, I think.
Yeah.
Or I certainly wouldn't have gone home. But fortunately, it all worked out, and I did stand on my own 2 feet. And
do you feel like the sense of adventure and the thrill-seeking that you have now might have stemmed from those sorts of things when you were younger?
I think, I mean, you know, she wouldn't let me watch television, a big mistake, because nobody will watch The Rebel Billionaire. But she would want me to go out and do things all the time, and so I had to do things.
What's the craziest thing you've done, sir? Like, what's the time that you've had that you thought, well, you know what, of all the adventures and the ballooning and all this stuff, I've really, I've put myself on the line now. I might not make it out of this.
Well, I've had 5 occasions where I've been pulled out of the sea by helicopters. So every one of those, I thought, oh, what, there's something.
I'll accept that as an answer. We can move on. Rebel Billionaire is the show. Now, the idea here is to make these people do these crazy, crazy things, and the reward will be they get to be president of Virgin and $1 million. Is that right?
That's right. For a while, I mean, they're not going to be president necessarily forever, because I quite enjoy the job myself.
Right, that's your gig.
But you know, we have 50,000 people who work around the world. We have 300-odd companies, and it will be a fascinating challenge for one of them to undertake it.
But testing people's skills, do we think this is the best way to find somebody to run a company? I mean, there was a reason Evel Knievel never ran Microsoft.
I remember Evel Knievel. I met him once, and he said, Richard, what was it? Forgot the punchline.
That's all right.
I've made $50 million in my lifetime, and I've spent 51.
There you go.
Anyway, sorry.
And you do these stunts too. You do them first, basically.
Yes. I mean, I thought that you know, if I'm going to ask the ask the contestants to do them, I ought to do them myself.
Right.
And there was one which, if people saw the show last night, where they'll see that my legs turned to jelly, and I was quite... You know,
Let's show a clip here of Sir Richard Branson from Rebel Billionaire. Take a look at this.
1, 2. Nice. All right, you were pretty brave, you lot.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's funny. He's okay. He's here. You landed in like a village of hay. You were fine.
No, it was a 350-foot drop, and I was quite relieved that, that my legs finally performed and I did actually go for it, because I think I would have looked a bit foolish not to.
We have, as American viewers here on television, we have a few of these sort of very wealthy men on television. What happens if we just take yourself and Donald Trump and Mark Cuban and just put you in a big steel cage and you just sort of fight each other? What happens then?
Well, I wouldn't be able to get hold of much hair. Let's think, what else should I do?
It's a good jab. And if you grab Donald's, it would just come off. So you should go for the legs, I guess.
The legs. Yeah. I'll go for the legs.
I have to ask you while you're here too about this sort of the privatization or the commercialization of space travel has been in the news a lot, and obviously you're somebody that's at the helm of it. In 2006, is this possible for $190,000 a ticket? People will be able to buy their way into space?
Yes, I mean, Virgin Galactic Airways is building 5 spacecraft, and Virgin Galactic Enterprise is the first one, and we've had about 10,000 people who've said they want to go, and I'm looking forward to going in the first.
And this is going to happen? This is imminent?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically we bought the technology from Spaceship One, which has been into space, on 5 occasions now.
Right.
And now we're building bigger craft. So people who fly will come back as astronauts. They'll experience weightlessness, and they'll...
And do you really envision in 10 years from now this will be just sort of common practice for what a bungee jump or a balloon ride is now, to just as a gift, which I know you might do for your father, take him into space?
In 3 years' time, it'll be common practice for people who can afford that sort of money. In 10 years' time, I hope that we'll start getting the price down to a level where more and more people...
How long until there's the JetBlue of space travel?
Well, I hope that Virgin will be the company, or Virgin Galactic Airways will be the company that will bring it down. We don't really want JetBlue to come and compete with us.
Right, okay. Virgin, Purple, whatever works out.
Virgin.
I only have a couple more seconds, and I definitely just wanted to ask you before you go, just a small personal favor. I need to borrow $400 million. I can pay you back Friday.
No problem.
No problem?
No problem.
You're a good man. Sir Richard Branson, congratulations. Be sure to watch Rebel Billionaire, Branson's Quest for the Best, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on Fox. We'll be right back with Peter Sincotti right after this.